So obviously, you've got Leon Edwards, who's recently beaten Nate Diaz, and you've got Masvidal, who recently lost to Usman. So I think one fight that could be a very good fight for either of them could be a Leon Edwards versus Masvidal fight. Now both of them have beaten a common opponent in Nate Diaz. So I think a fight between both of them would be great. On top of that, they've both got history with each other. Everyone saw what happened in the press conference, like the post-fight press conference with Leon Edwards and Masvidal, when Masvidal put his hands on Leon Edwards when he came up to him. So I feel like there's a bit of a narrative there that they can sell. If that fight was to happen, the press conference, just the whole build-up of the fight would be interesting to see both of them going back and forth. Obviously they went back and forth before anyway, but on top of that, like the hype will be huge as well because of the fact that they both got a lot of beef with each other. So I don't understand why this fight isn't happening. Obviously it might be seen as a high risk, low reward fight for Masvidal. I don't think Masvidal fears Leon Edwards, but he's at that point in his career where he's looking at the big money fights. Like he's looking at the fights where he's like to get the most return for his efforts. So he's probably looking at a fight with Colby Covington. That's a big fight that could sell. He's probably looking at a fight with McGregor if McGregor decides to go back to welterweight. He's probably looking at a rematch with Nate Diaz. Obviously that fight didn't end conclusively, like ironically the Leon Edwards versus Nate Diaz fight did. So all of these fights are fights that could potentially happen that he's probably looking at and just thinking, you know what, these are the fights that I want. A fight with Leon Edwards, obviously I already got him back in a press conference. Say what you like about Leon Edwards, but Leon Edwards is a very good fighter. He's probably one of the most underrated fighters in the welterweight division, in a sense. I think his profile has grown a lot since then, but generally speaking, he's not seen as a fighter that's much respected. He's not seen as a Masvidal or Usman or Nate Diaz or McGregor. He's seen more like a dark horse. So in my opinion, a fight between them two could be interesting, but it's up to them to see when that particular fight would actually happen. So I think a fight between Leon Edwards and Masvidal, although it's unlikely to happen, I think it's a fight that can definitely sell. It's a fight that can literally boost boxing up, and I think it's a fight that could actually it could definitely sell. It's a fight that will be interesting to see. I actually am leaning towards Leon Edwards to beat Masvidal, just because Masvidal's coming off obviously his previous two title shots against Usman were unsuccessful, and I think like Leon Edwards did better against Usman than Masvidal did. But not only that, I feel like in my opinion, obviously that was back in the past when they fought. That was like several years ago. I feel like Leon Edwards has got more relevancy than an Usman does. So yeah, I think it's a very interesting proposition for them both to fight. They've got a history with each other. I just don't understand why they don't just decide to fight each other, because it's a fight that makes the most sense in my opinion. It's a fight that could actually draw sales in because of the narrative that they actually spelled with each other. The fact that they both disliked each other in the past. It's a fight that could definitely sell. So I just don't understand why that fight. It's a fight that I think should happen. But obviously, there's a lot of politics within the sport, and I don't think the fight will happen, because Masvidal is just looking for pure money fights, and Leon Edwards is a high risk, low reward type opponent. But I still think it's a fight that could potentially sell, and I feel it'll be an interesting fight. Obviously, they've got history with each other. They don't like each other. It's a fight that should definitely happen. But yeah, that's my opinion. Tell me your opinion. Would you like to see a Leon Edwards versus Masvidal fight? Who do you think would win if they both fought each other? Also, like, do you think it's a fight that's likely to be made? Like and subscribe to the channel. I've got a lot more content coming your way. Peace out.